This is going to be a disaster. I'm sure you will agree. So it's away we go from P16 out of 21, heavy rain in Monaco. He's 100% jumped the start. This is going to be very appalling. Oh, and it is. I've not even got to turn one, and total disarray. I mean, there's a penalty there. That went about as catastrophically as everyone will have predicted. I think only the Titanic music would have made that more dramatic. Wonder steer more, please, as we go into Casino Square. Oh my word, have you seen that guy going flying round the outside? That was remarkable from the Haas car in front of me now. As you've probably guessed by now, damage is off, and the reason for that is, well, because if it wasn't, what you'd currently be watching is this.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
This tunnel is going to be an absolute tragedy because we're now on a dry track. I've got wet tyres. Odds of me keeping it away from the barriers, nil. There we are, there's contact. We've got the Renault behind me, but never mind that. I've gone completely straight on. Talk about missing your braking zone. Let's hand those positions back because that was rather embarrassing for me in particular, but also for the car that span out in front of me. Now we're sat in P11. And we're actually managing the final sector reasonably well here. Now that is really quite impressive. This track is difficult enough at the best of times, but when you've got 22 other drivers and heavy rain, it really is a recipe for disaster. I mean, you wouldn't expect this in a cookbook, that much is certain. I've actually collided with most of the lap time boards there as we went over the straight line, but, you know, not to worry, we're still P11. There's a bit of a train forming, but that's par for the cause, it would seem, into Casino Square again, and we're definitely going to be understeering here. Yep, please, yep. Oh, that's lovely. And we've got a Sauber there that's decided to stop on track. We've got a Haas car there that's thought, do you know what, this is the ideal place for a three-point turn. Into this corner where there's so many cars. This is going to be so ugly, it's not suitable for under 12s, but we have actually got through. We've got through okay, and we're down to 22 miles an hour for the hairpin, and there's only really one thing I can think of that's actually slower than that. So we've got P8 into the tunnel again, sliding all over the place. I'm pretty sure the tunnel isn't possible if you've got wet tyres on. That's a tag, and that's me doing a pirouette into the chicane. So that's gone absolutely marvellously, and we're down into P11 again, outside the points. Not great, but it could get worse as the Haas car comes up my inside, but I've given him space. Well, I did give him space, but part of that was, well, it was all down to the fact that I was understeering. We've got the Red Bull there thinking, yep, this is the ideal place for a three-point turn. Don't know why everyone's feeling the need to turn round in this race, but it's, I can't help but think it's hampering their lap times. And anyway, on to the start-finish straight again. P10 out of 20. We are actually in the points now, but the Renault there behind me seemed to lose control as we went over the line. Two cars there, not doing the right thing. Someone's parked on track, and it's magically P7. That really is remarkable. If I'm to finish inside the top 7 out of what was 20 cars, I'm doing extremely well. There's a Ferrari there that really, really is understeering in quite... I mean, I'm almost convinced he doesn't have a steering wheel. He was understeering so catastrophically. The Renault appears to just never have control, and I'm up into P6 because someone was off. I missed the... Oh dear, he's gone flying into the barriers, and he's actually done the hairpin better than most. That was a bizarre strategy. It appeared to be just flat out into the barriers and then hold yourself round. There's another three-point turn going on, and we're into the tunnel again. P6 though, because that car had spun out. I've done, actually, credit where it's due, I've done extremely well not to spin out in this race, because so many have. Well, I have spun out, but not, like, horrifically. I mean, in the first corner it went a bit wrong, and then I got tagged into the chicane on lap 2. But apart from that, I've done extremely well. The Renault again behind me losing total control. It looks like we're gonna simmer home into P6 with only 17 cars finishing the race. Although I do have a penalty which could hamper my finishing time. But I think in a race that was extremely challenging, you know, arguably should be banned because, you know, you shouldn't be able to have these settings because of how catastrophic they are, to have crossed the line P6 is quite remarkable. I hope you've enjoyed that carnage. I certainly did. I thought it was great fun. I'm now going to have some fruit and a cup of tea, and I shall see you again. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.